Tube magnets are one of the areas that we have had a huge market develop in. Originally we started with one tube magnet, and it was actually just a cylinder magnet with a hole through it. And then some various applications came up that allowed us to keep expanding this market. The first application was with one like this one, which is a 6mm diameter and 2mm ID and 1mm long magnet. This one was very interesting because people started getting this one magnetized across the diameter. Now you can look at the difference. This is one that's magnetized through the length where the poles are on the ends and the magnet sticks together like this. These are magnetized across the diameter. And as we look at these across the diameter, you can see it sticks on the sides, not on the ends. Make sure you look. All of our parts that end in a D are magnetized across the diameter. And it should tell you this in the description, magnetized across the diameter. That's when you want to get one of these. The uses for across the diameter are extremely large. One of the things people used this one for when I started getting these was to make little motors with it. They could take the motor and put this little magnet on a tiny 2mm diameter shaft, mount it on here, and now you've got a north and a south pole, which makes an excellent 2-pole motor. Copper coil on both sides and a controller to control the voltage, a little circuit board, and this thing will fly. A lot of people have used this to make model airplanes with, and they have used it for making galvanometers, which is a little mechanism for moving mirrors in laser light shows. So that's a very good use for these. We have different sizes, so you want to look and see if you can find the right size of a tube magnet, which is basically a cylinder magnet with a hole through it. We have some that are this size, very small. We have some much smaller. We have a very large one. These are very expensive because of the difficulty in making something this long and drilling a hole through it. This is magnetized on the sides and was originally used by the customer that got these for making a very powerful, very small cylindrical motor. One of the more interesting uses that I've had with them has been from a guy who was a carpenter, and he wanted a way to make his drill be able to pick up his screws. So we made a magnet that's just this size, 1 inch long, and it's a tube magnet. It just pops right on the shaft, and you can drop it down into a bucket of screws, pull it back up, then put the one that you want right on the screw head, and it works. You can take it and get the next one, and it just keeps holding them on here for you, upside down, shake it off. This helps a lot. When you don't need the magnet, you just take it off. It's a very good application and worked very good for a lot of carpenters who got these. Hope this answers some of your questions about cylinder magnets that have got long holes through them, or as we call them, tube magnets.